21, the month of midsummer, the longest day, the earliest morning. Today is a cloudy one. It's got to come over that big bank of cloud. It's the 2nd of June and it's windy. I'm here with just the black-headed gulls and they're being quite entertaining. Not finding the gold today, but we know it's there. It's the 3rd of June and I'm taking a bit of a risk because I'm walking up a hill. I'm not quite sure how long it's going to take to get up there. I did get up extra early, 4:10 today. I'm just hoping we can get up the top of the hill before sunrise. The sky is getting bright over there. So this path is part of the South Downs Way I'm walking along. Amazing views up here. It's beautiful. We've got the horizon where the sun is soon to be rising. If we look over there on the right, it's Butser Hill. If I wait long enough, we'll see it come above that cloud. So that tiny glimmer in the crack of the cloud was the only sighting today because it has become incredibly foggy. It's windy and it's freezing. I can't feel my fingers anymore. They're a bit tingling and very numb. I think it's time to get down off the hill now. It's the 4th of June and I'm walking half an hour before sunrise to get up Windmill Hill, which is near Horndean. It's got a windmill on it, which has been converted into a private house. And I need to get up to the windmill and the other side of it because the east is over the other side of this hill. And I haven't been up here for sunrise before, so I'm hoping that it's a good location. It's always a bit risky. I don't know the viewpoint. Great views behind me. We're going around the edge of the windmill now. It's quite a posh private house with a swimming pool. Its sails have since been removed. I remember it being a working mill when I was a kid. So over there is Butser Hill, which we saw the other side of yesterday. And over in this direction is Chawton Down, where we often walk to see the sunrise. I've been thinking about how I've been calling this Sunrise Challenge. I think it's better to think of it in terms of a commitment, a challenge you can fail at. I don't know, it sets it up as being something difficult. A commitment is something you decide to do, you will to do it. And that's what I'm doing. It's my practice for the year, my committed practice. So my friend Kasturi says that she can see the sunrise from her bed. So I'm on my way around to her house to see if this is true. She does know I'm coming, so she might be on her back porch now. There she is. Hello. Wow. What a position. Thank you for inviting me round.
Anytime.
I thought you might be still in your bed.
I wish I was. It's freezing.
Homemade elderflower cordial.
Cheers.
It's the 6th of June and I'm at Catherington. There's an almost full moon. It was a full moon last Sunday. I always used to sit with a fire on the beach at full moon, have a nice late night, but I've kind of sacrificed those for the sunrises this year. Sheep are really curious about who's coming to the edge of their field this morning. You can see the windmill where I was stood a couple of days ago, where the sun is rising behind now. It's the 7th of June and I've come to Ferry Road because I wanted to check on the foxes. Gave them a gift today, gave them some food. Won't be going out in that this morning, not looking very seaworthy. It's one of those deeply hazy dawns where you're not sure if you're going to see the sun or not, and then suddenly it's there. It's hazy, so you feel like you can just stare at it and you realise you've stared too long. Although you've woken feeling really, really tired, it ends up within the hour being such a deeply enriching experience. It's the 8th of June and I'm really tired. I've had 2 hours sleep. I had a completely pointless wait at the hospital last night for several hours to remove a tick, but it couldn't be removed, and so I just went home. It's a hazy sunrise like yesterday. I think we may see the deep red ball rising. It's June the 9th and it's the 160th day of the year. That's the 160th sunrise in a row. Can't believe I'm still doing it actually in one way. How have I done that? I'm at Catherington and it's cold, wind and very hazy and cloudy. There's the sheep as company. There is the sunrise. The way that we know that the sun is shining is the streaks of reflection on the aeroplane trails, little meteors going across there. So I've waited 20 minutes and it's coming. It's probably a bit grainy because it's my phone camera, but there it is, rising above Windmill Hill. So I'm walking up this big hill at a music festival in Somerset. The festival is down there in the valley somewhere, and I'm just doing a test run because I'm so nervous. I'm not going to know where to go for the sunrise at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm timing how long it takes to walk up this hill. I think I am going to get a bit of a viewpoint, but there is a big hill the other side as well. But I'm feeling hopeful. Okay, so I've been wandering the lanes trying to find where to best to see the sunrise in the morning and talking to a couple of locals, and I've just met a brilliant person here who's given me great ideas for the morning.
Hello. Hello. I'm Deborah. This is Ted.
What's the name of the place? Sleight Farm.
Sleight Farm.
In the morning.
Yes,
Yeah.
Sleight Farm. Yeah, just
So-
iconic. Used to be a make goat's cheese. So
Okay,
yeah, no
brilliant.
goats now. But
so
yeah.
that's where I'm going to be heading, and probably take about half an hour maybe from where I am. Half an hour to an hour maybe.
Yeah.
So okay, well thank you so
Pleasure.
much.
Enjoy it.
And that's been really so helpful. Bye Ted. Sorry for holding you up so long on your walk.
Oh, that's brilliant. I love the people we meet on my walk.
See you in the morning. So I'm very quietly walking through the campsite at 4:15. I've got about a 45-minute hike, but it's a really cloudy sky and there's even a little bit of rain in the air. I'm not sure it matters really whether I'm at a viewpoint, but I've still got to make the effort because I know that sometimes suddenly the sky can clear and amazing things can happen. So that's where we are. I'm not sure I'm actually on the right path. I think this is the Green Hill Lane where I was yesterday, and it's incredibly dark. It's so dark. End of the tunnel. It's going to be a lot of huffing and puffing on this video. And I'm boiling. Really hot. Too many layers. I need shorts on. Don't think I'll ask for a lift there. It's Timsbury Church. I think that's the hill I can see there that I'm heading up to. I've gained 3 minutes by coming so far west, so time travelling again. It's good as long as I'm going west. So footpath up the hill now. Morning. Oh dear, unexpected visitor in the field. A few complaints going on here I think, or maybe it's a welcome. Come and see sunrise from our hill, that's what they're saying. So that must be One Tree Hill up there, which Deborah also mentioned to me, and that just looks a lovely spot. I love the look of that one tree, and I maybe will go there tomorrow. So I've left the tent at 3:40, which is an early one. Probably the earliest that I've got up the whole year. And I'm going to hike for at least 1 hour to a place that locals call One Tree Hill, which looks like it will be lovely, but it's very foggy. I'm still at the Tangled Root Folk Festival, so I've had to be quite quiet leaving because there's lots of people sleeping. The embers are still burning from the fire that everyone was singing around until quite recently, all of which I missed because I had to go to bed early. Because if I don't stay disciplined, I can't keep up with this. So this is the dark tunnel. I spooked myself just now because I thought I could hear steps behind me, but no, there's nothing there. It's just the dripping trees at the moment. It's interesting to be up before the dawn chorus. So most of the birds are still sleeping, I think, apart from the ones that I startle and then they make a great noise fluttering off and startle me. I'm calling it a hike, by the way, because it's uphill and it's an hour and it's before 4 o'clock in the morning. So I think that entitles it to be called a hike rather than a walk. Okay, so there's actually a little bit of pink in the sky over there already. What would I do without the OS map? That sky. Blackbird singing its heart out on the roof up there. And loads of bats. Wow, just circling round and round. Getting all the midges, hopefully. Little dawn friend here. Hello. I just had my first sighting this morning of One Tree Hill. That sky is looking beautiful already. Brightening, so we might actually get some sun through that later. So there's an example here of where a footpath has been cut out. It should go straight across this field. There's no footpath there and there's a crop sown in it. I understand why they've done it, because obviously it's a lot easier to use machinery in a field without a footpath going through it maybe, but I'm concerned that these footpaths, if not used and completely eroded like this, will just disappear from the map. Hello. I've still got a long way to go. It's about 20 minutes. That sky is getting brighter. Just going to walk directly up it now. It's a steep one. So there's already a good enough view from the hillside here that I wouldn't have to climb to the top, but I really want to go and meet that little tree. It's right on the summit of this hill. It's possibly the most perfect hill in the country. And here comes the sun. And what I've discovered is it's actually 2 trees. 2 Tree Hill, which is another name. It's perfectly shaped hill and there are 360-degree views over the surrounding countryside all the way round, and especially in the dawn and the sunrise, perfection. Thank you so much to Deborah telling me to come up here. This is possibly my most favourite sunrise of the entire year so far. It's that good up here between these 2 beautiful trees. I'm a bit blown away by this.
Just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment.
12th of June, back in Portsmouth. Come to Ferry Road Beach because I want to give the foxes a little bit of a check on, as I haven't seen them for a couple of days. My sleep deficit is definitely catching up with me this morning. Grey sky today. Big change to yesterday. It's the 13th of June and we're at Milton Lock. It's June the 14th and it's the earliest sunrise of the year. There's Mike. Hello! So it's the earliest it's going to rise all year. It's the longest day a week from today. So that's something I learnt this year, is that it actually rises earliest a week before that. And it's all to do with the elliptical orbit of the Earth and the 40-degree latitude that the sun's rising at. So I've got Mike with me here celebrating the special sunrise today. Mike's also a YouTuber.
Yes, I've got a small YouTube channel called The Relaxing Ride, hoping that you find my driving style relaxing, perhaps even mildly entertaining. There's a few videos of me driving in storms and the rain.
Any sunrises on your drive?
Unfortunately not, because normally I'm driving in the wrong direction.
What's the stick you're holding?
So this is what's called an invisible selfie stick, which is attached to a Insta360 camera. It's
And
like
we might see a bit of that on this video then.
Yeah, you might. This is going to be for another channel, although I'll probably stick it in my car as well and have a 360 drive.
Well, thanks for coming along today.
It's good to be here.
Smell of honeysuckle when I come out in the morning. So strong and sweet. Beautiful glow of the dawn on the 15th of June, and it's still 10 to 5 that the sun is rising. It's going to do that for about a week until the solstice. It's a great spot here with the benches. I can sit down or use the table as a tripod. I passed a couple of other people here who are here to film the sunrise as well. It's a very popular sunrise this morning. There's more people arrived to take photos. Nearly late. It's okay. Where do you cycle from?
Hilsey.
Hilsey, yeah. Brilliant, well done.
Took me 25 minutes this morning.
It's a good
It's
one this
beautiful,
morning. It is
absolutely
a good one.
beautiful. And it's good to meet my friend Fran today for a sunrise. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, getting close to solstice now.
Yeah, that's it. It feels nice. It's good for the soul. You're doing what you love and you're loving what you do, so that's important.
Thanks for coming.
Welcome.
It's the 17th of June. It's been about a month since I was here at Farlington Marshes, and all the little rivers and boggy bits that I'd been getting wet in before have dried up. The dawn sky and the clouds looking pink. I've remembered my sunglasses today. Yeah, I've been looking at the sun every morning for 168 days now, so I don't want to damage my eyes, committed as I am. Last time I was here, all the hawthorn trees were full of blossom, and now all the blossom is gone and the berries are coming. Seeing lots of rabbits on the marshes today. It's the 18th of June and it's Father's Day today. I'm here with my parents at Arlington Reservoir. They're still asleep. Everyone's still asleep apart from me and the birds. There's not a lot of them about actually. There's ducks, I've seen ducklings. Somewhere behind the clouds, the sun's rising in this moment, golden. The crows have got something to say this morning. It's very still out there after the storms through the night, thunder and lightning, rain. It's the 19th of June and came very close to going back to sleep after my alarm today. I didn't sleep well and I'm not going to get a lot of sleep the next few nights actually, because I'm going to be in a party field at a festival. Here it is, that is the sun rising behind the clouds, but there's no wading birds out here. I think it's the first time in the whole year when I've seen it quite as still as this. I just turned to go and there's a family of swans with their babies. Oh, I'm sorry that my presence has made them turn around, head back to the lake. I think they were heading to the sea. And I'm going to get back to my bed. So it's the 20th of June. I'm at the Barge pub and campsite in the Pewsey area, not far from Avebury. There's a frog. It is absolutely dripping and pouring with rain, and I'm walking along the towpath and I'm going to see how high I can get. This does feel slightly crazy now, but I can't miss a sunrise, and it's beautiful to feel the rain. We really need the rain, so this is good. I'm celebrating the rain and the sunrise. Up on that hill is the White Horse, but right here in this field is the White Horse. It is really, really raining, and it's pretty solid. There's tiny little lighter areas, but it's a pretty solid rainy sky up there. There's no chance of seeing the sun for a good few hours yet, but happy sunrise, welcoming the new day. I'm going to head back now, so we need to get to Avebury. A bit nervous about stepping on frogs, so I've got to really look where I'm going. It's the summer solstice, the 21st of June, and it's the first day of the whole year where I missed my alarm. So I'm really rushing now. It's about a 10-minute walk to the Stones. I can't believe it. Summer solstice. Slept through my alarm. That was a steep climb up this bank. Oh. So because of that band of cloud, we're waiting longer for it to come above the cloud. And people are starting to cheer already on the ridge over there in expectation, because the edges of the clouds are starting to get really golden up there. And we know it's going to appear really shortly. And it feels almost like a culmination, although I'm only halfway through, of every sunrise of the year so far here at Avebury summer solstice. The drums are starting to play to drum the sun up. And what's funny to me is that this is the first and the only sunrise of the year where I'll be watching it with this many people. Suddenly, everyone is doing what I've been doing all year, which is really nice. Imagine if everybody got out like this every day to watch the sunrise. We'd all have to go to bed a lot earlier, of course. We'd have to shift our entire timetable, the way we organise things, go back to an ancient clock. But imagine if we greeted each new day with this level of joy and celebration. So I've met these people who have been coming to Avebury every year since 1974.
Well, actually, we missed out on 10 years ago. We were in California.
That's
we did
true.
the sunrise on the Pacific coast.
That's true.
So it's the same sun, it's just a few hours different, really.
Absolutely.
It's been good. We come every year and it kind of binds us and heals us, and we face the next year. But we brought the children as babies, and they always loved it. They didn't, well, at least they didn't grumble that
Phoebe
much.
was 6 months actually when she had her first sunrise here.
Yeah.
She was the little...
Oh, wow. She was sunny. We wouldn't miss it. We'll probably scatter our ashes here as well. Well, we won't, but they will.
Yes.
And actually, I ran from Avebury to Stonehenge. There's a run. It goes over the Salisbury Plains.
How long did that take?
About 4 hours.
Right.
But It was because 2 stone circles. We used to go to Stonehenge first of all, and it was a little bit too busy after a while. Anyway,
Special place. Thank you so much.
take care.
It's June the 22nd and I'm back in Portsmouth. I got back on midnight last night, really tired. Had about 3 hours sleep. I almost can't think. Brain not functioning. From now on, the days are getting shorter. The sunrise is getting later. It's a really strange feeling. Since January the 1st, each day, the days have been getting earlier. I've never felt midsummer in quite this way. So intensely felt the turning of the year. I've been celebrating the solstice for over 30 years and I've never felt so conscious. I've never really felt it. It's been an event to enjoy and to participate in, but I've never really felt so deeply the year's movement like this. I'm feeling a little bit sad. I think it's probably tiredness, but it could be a little bit to do with that movement, even though we've still got so much summer left. We're only really halfway through how we experience summer in terms of the weather and things, but it's just I can feel that movement almost within me of that tide turning back towards winter eventually, and it feels a little bit sad. I think that's what it is, but I do need more sleep. I'm going to sleep a lot of today, I think. It's June the 23rd and we've got gold this morning. Just a little bit of it at the moment behind the clouds, but it's there. There, it's just emerging. My mood is very different to yesterday. I think I needed some gold today and I definitely got it here. Not feeling the sadness at all that I felt yesterday. It's sunrise on the 24th of June. I had about 2 to 3 hours sleep. I was too hot and then I was just thinking about things. I'm so happy to see the Swan family out and about, still with all 6 babies. They're not too worried about me today because they're out on the water. Gorgeous, and even the sunrise in the clouds at the back there. The whole scene, the stillness of the boats and the birds. It's magical. All that feeding and cleaning is hard work and they're sleeping now. That's a sign to me to go back to bed. It's become important when I'm out as well to not just see the sunrise but to see what's around me and to notice the changing seasons and even just the changing plants from day to day. And the golden gorse that we had earlier, not long ago in the year, is now brown. The flowers have all died. So Pippa insisted on coming with me today, I think because I slept with the curtains open and the window open. It was so hot. She wants to stop and sniff at everything and she suddenly tugs me when I'm trying to film something, so she's not a great photography assistant. It's one like yesterday, the orange glow, beautiful, peaceful, yeah, just like yesterday. Finding so much litter when I come out in the mornings. Yeah, it's one of my pet hates. Just left the litter, why? I met someone else this morning who's out watching the sunrise and had quite a long chat, and he said that he's out pretty much every day as well. Yeah, Pippa likes adding to the audio as well. It's the 27th of June, the sky is amazing, it's a wash, it's quite accurate, it's showing on the film there. There's just streaks of light across the clouds. Recently I've had this really frustrating pattern where I can't sleep for the first half of the night, and then from about 3 I get off to sleep and then my alarm goes off at 4 and then I've just got into a deep sleep. So yeah, it's not probably doing me very much good at the moment. the sleep pattern and the insomnia. Don't know if they're related to the sunrise or other things in my life, but yeah, it feels quite mad, that moment when the alarm goes off and I'm getting out of my bed. That's the only time I really question what I'm doing and just think this isn't good. But then the second I'm out the door and see this kind of sky, suddenly it's, wow, it's the right thing. Glad I'm doing it. Till it hits me later. I could quite easily have stayed in bed this morning and missed this. Well, I just saw a really incredible sight and I didn't film it because I didn't realise what it was. I saw this little thing in the water, but then I saw it was moving and it turned out to be a deer. It was way out there in the sea and it was swimming, and what I was seeing was its head moving along in front of the boat. The boat moved towards it to encourage it to go into the land, I suppose, and check it was okay. But yeah, it got out further down the beach. It's quite distressed. It's outside the fence trying to get in to the land there. It doesn't know how to. It's quite upset. I don't know how I could help it. It's the 28th of June and I'm walking at Farlington Marshes. Sunrise today was all about the clouds. I think we're going to see much of the sun because it's quite a thick cloud. Okay, we're about 20 minutes after sunrise now. And just see that little crack in the clouds up there. See the reflection of the sun. Black-headed gulls are usually quite shy in my experience and fly off as soon as I approach, but these ones seem quite accepting and happy for me to be here. There's a black-headed gull that's met its end recently, very recently. It still has its eyes. Its feathers are all here, so I'm wondering what killed it. It's like a very clean break of its neck. I'm placing the ragwort flower. It's got some mythology as a magical plant, a plant of the fairies, and it's associated with protection. It's a little bit late for that. I feel like I want to just put it back together and give some respect, as I always do when I find the dead along the roads or in the countryside, acknowledging their place in the universe. Bless you, little one. It's raining. It's good. We need the rain, the earth, the plants. Really desperate, really thirsty. So this is good. Rain. Not so good for seeing the sunrise. Moment of sunrise. I've actually forgotten what day it is. I've been awake since 1:30 a.m. Literally just laying awake, trying to get to sleep. I'm very tired, but it's a beautiful pink sky appearing. I'm at Chawton. Just listening to the birds, smell the occasional fragrance of a flower. Yeah, the flowers smell stronger in the dawn. It's like perfume in the air. The crop's grown a lot since I was last here. It's 4:54. It's just got to come above the hill, but it's rising there. Here comes Steve. There he is. Morning. Come on, run. Hope you got more sleep than me.